Smarterfan. Smarterfan. Yeah. Smarterfan.
Hey everybody, welcome to another segment of Smarterfan Podcast, where we bring you behind the veil of sports, business, and life. I'm Joe, and this is Barry. What's going on, Barry?
Joe, they've been having me in court like I'm Nick Saban on this NIL business. August 1st, things is popping, things is crazy. People trying to figure out where the money went, who got the money, how are we gonna keep the money? They're out of control, Joe.
Yeah. I see a lot going on there.
Man. But it's all good though. How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Okay,
all
all
right.
right. Okay, what you got cooking? I smell something.
All right, well, first of all, I want to give a shout out to our friends in Germany. We really appreciate you. And our friends, our friends in Japan.
Ooh, okay, all right, okay. Japan.
Yeah, the Far East.
Some people are okay with that earthquake. That earthquake was no joke.
I'm telling you, man. Yeah. Prayers go to them.
Absolutely. Woo, mercy.
Yeah. So tonight I'm going to talk about Moe Berg.
Oh boy, the classic.
Now he was born Moses Berg in 1902 in Harlem, New York.
Mm-hmm.
Now he graduated magna cum laude from Princeton with a degree in modern language. I mean, the guy was a scholar. He spoke Latin, Greek, French, Spanish, Italian, German, and Sanskrit.
Wow.
Yeah. So now, while he was playing pro ball, he went to Columbia Law School.
Okay.
And he got his LLB in 1930.
Oh, okay.
And he passed the New York State bar exam.
Okay.
So now, over his 15 years in the major leagues, he was a catcher and an infielder, mostly a backup catcher.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he played for the Brooklyn Robins, the White Sox, the Indians, the Senators, and the Red Sox.
Mm.
And like I said, he was a backup catcher for most of his year, and for the most part, he was an average hitter, but he was a great defensive catcher.
Oh, okay.
And he was great with working with the pitchers.
Oh, okay.
So, now in 32, he went to Japan with some other major league stars, and they taught seminars at the Japanese universities, promoting the sport.
Oh, okay.
So, and the Japanese, they took to baseball like fish to water.
Yeah, they love some baseball, bro.
Now he went back in 34 on an all-star tour with Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, Hank Greenberg, But this time, he had a movie camera with him, and he filmed Tokyo skyline and the harbor from a rooftop of St. Luke's International Hospital. Now, that would play into his later career. Okay. So now, after he was finished playing baseball, he coached the Red Sox, and then following the outbreak of World War II, he joined the OSS, which is the Office of Strategic Services, and that was the precursor to the CIA.
Wow.
Yeah. So now this is where that footage he took came into play, because he used it to assist the military in planning operations.
Wow.
So it was kind of like a pre-recon mission,
Yeah, I would say.
So now he also evaluated resistance groups in Yugoslavia, and he was assigned to go to Europe to attend a lecture that was by physicist Werner Heisenberg, and that was to find out how close the Nazis were to building an atomic bomb.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, Now, for his wartime service, he got awarded the Medal of Freedom.
I know he got that
Yeah.
and some more.
So now,
Mhm.
yeah, they actually made a movie about him called The Spy Behind Home Plate.
Wow.
you know. So now he spent his later years, living a private, eccentric life. Living with friends and various relatives. You know, and he died in '72 at the age of 70. He fell in his house and he, never recovered from his injuries.
Hmm.
And a nurse at the Bellevue, New Jersey hospital where he died, recalled him. His final words were, "How did the Mets do today?"
Wow.
Those were his final words. So
Wow.
now,
Amazing.
yeah, yeah, he had quite the career after baseball.
Yeah, I mean, high level espionage, spying, 007. Man.
Yeah, yeah, So by his request, his remains were cremated, and he was buried on Mount Scopus in Jerusalem.
Interesting.
So
Interesting.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah, yeah.
That's a pretty international lifestyle.
That's for sure. you know. So
Pretty international. Wow.
yeah. So now
Mm-mm-mm.
the August 1st NIL. I knew that was coming, but
Man,
elaborate on
Joe,
that.
that thing, there's so much to it. I got to just give you the high points, and we're going to have to revisit it.
mm,
Well, it's now moved from the NIL, from the Wild Wild West to some more regulated marketplace. And what that
mm,
really means is all the stakeholders, college athletics is moving toward greater oversight of NIL transactions.
mm-hmm.
Basically, who gets the money and how much they're getting is going to be all transparent,
Mm,
allegedly.
uh-huh.
This new framework emphasizes fair market value for NIL deals, which is kind of a marketplace, right? So
Okay.
people can determine whether that Ferrari is really worth what is being offered, you
Mm,
know?
yeah.
Because that's a big thing that's affecting colleges. Like we see, this guy's getting 50 million. This guy's leaving Duke and going here because he's get this, and he took their money already, but he left somewhere else to get another a bag.
Right.
So
Yeah.
they had to like, yeah, we got to figure this all out. It's a little crazy right now.
Yeah,
But
because it was a free for all for a while.
yeah, and I mean, those things are going to happen. But the NCAA, in my humble opinion, was a little bit more proactive and just kind of like threw up their hands and didn't do anything. But that's another story for another day.
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
so the new framework emphasizes fair market value for NIL deals, increased scrutiny of collectives, and pay for play arrangements. Again, a kid could be told, "Hey, you come here, you'll get this NIL deal, and then we'll slide you an envelope under the table for a collective." Or
Hmm.
vice versa. So they're trying to clean that up,
Yeah.
um, and greater accountability again for the school, for the agents, third party organization. And it matters because every stakeholder now needs better verification. Who's who? Where is money coming from? Who put up this money?
Mm-hmm.
So we need that documented. Make sure you're in compliance and not just bigger and bigger and bigger NIL budgets because you may be in Texas, so you got access to oil money. But
Mm.
somebody in Nebraska or somewhere in New Mexico, they can't compete with that.
Right.
You're
Yeah.
giving kids Ferraris and Lamborghinis, and how you gonna compete? You can't compete with that
Right.
because
Yeah.
you got deeper pockets. So that's one of the big things. Data and transparency have become strategic assets, and all that means in plain English, Joe, is because of these digital things called phones, which are really computers, which are really can't all bunch of stuff. That's a whole money machine in itself.
Hmm. Yeah.
So that has to be accounted for, because literally, for the past 2 weeks, I've seen more what look like movie trailers on athletes, pro and college, that is like, oh, this is off the chain right now. This is, I mean, and the quality is legit. The quality is legit. And I'm like, wow. So, there's that part of it. And, it's interesting. It's interesting because now we're really in a 24-hour, Joe, 7-day-a-week news cycle. That's now global.
Yeah.
That's now global. It's like a record artist. A friend of mine and I was talking. I said, it's like a record artist dropping a song, and it does okay in America, but in Japan they like Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, sweat. And I said, yeah. And I don't know if a lot of these athletes realize that you could get hot overseas, sell a product overseas, but you may not be getting that kind of love here. But if you pay attention, you can make that money.
That's why all those WNBA stars are going to Europe.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's just all part of the process until they figure it out. But it's a global game. Everything's a global game now. So it really it's kind of, in a sense, does it really matter where I play now? Because it's global.
Yeah.
Because it's not like when we grew up where you had the legacy team, that you cheered for. These kids are not like that.
No.
There's very little loyalty like that.
No.
So, I mean, it's just a different era. It's just different. It's just very, very different. And, it's interesting. I mean, think about how crazy this is. I don't know if you know the streamer IShowSpeed, young African-American kid.
Not offhand, no.
Well, guess what? He's so big, Joe. He was on the halftime show of the World Cup. Because he gets so many eyeballs globally. And I'm like, you would think this kid, and I'm happy for him, was Michael Jackson. I said, how in the hell? But streaming and gaming is so huge.
Oh, yeah.
It's
definitely
huge, and it's global.
Yeah.
So this is the world we live in, Joe. So I just wanted to give you the update because I know all kind of people are going to try to tell you all kind of foolishness. So I said I got to make sure Joe's up to speed on this. He knows what's going on.
Well, speaking of up to speed, the evil empire strikes again.
What happened now?
The Dodgers got the big fish in the pond. They got Skubal.
Man.
So, and, and they gave up, some good draft picks, some, prospects, because they're so deep in their farm system that they can afford to give up these prospects.
They don't care. You know what the Dodgers are doing? People are saying, why do they spend so much money? Because they know the winning now is more valuable than winning later.
Yeah. Well,
that's what they're doing.
Well, at least they're focused on winning.
I knew it was coming when it came out of my mouth. I said, oh, I couldn't snatch it back. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing. And as strange as you say, it's so strange that you just say that. Who is the legend that did that? George Steinbrenner. He just bought that. I want one right now.
Yeah.
I'll pay whatever it take it. I'm paying his money, and I want one right now.
Exactly. Unfortunately, all Hal cares about is his shareholders. So.
Yeah.
So now Seattle, they traded Luis Castillo to the White Sox. Now, this is a guy the Yankees should have got 2 years ago. But Cashman didn't want to turn loose Volpe. They wanted Volpe. And now we're stuck with him. Because he can't hit, he can't field, he can't run.
What was the love affair with Volpe then?
Exactly. That's what everybody's trying to figure out.
I'm surprised Cashman's still there, but he serves a purpose. Because I think that's the other part of this whole sports ecosystem. Winning, Joe, does not have the value it used to have.
Yeah.
It's like an ancillary. If you win, you win.
Right.
You know. And if they're not careful, you're really going to lose a lot of fans. It's just we're in a real different sports cycle. You know what I mean? It's just like, now, I got to ask you this question. With what Philly has right now in basketball, they could win it all.
Yeah, well, that's the hope of why LeBron went there.
Yeah,
because
I had to find out about the money, right? So allegedly, LeBron signed for $8 million, but he signed a bigger deal, gargantuan deal with Fanatics.
Yeah.
So it's not on the books, but it is on the book.
Yeah.
Because you gotta say to him, how he signed for it? Why he just stay in LA? But he's like, no, I gotta get that Fanatics money.
Well, the other thing is he wanted to swoop in and lead the Knicks to the championship, but they beat him to it. So they said, no, we're good. So that's why he went to Philly.
Yeah. That would kind of mess up the chemistry of the Knicks, because you're going to favor him.
Exactly.
I don't, and then, what role would he play? It sounds nice on paper, but to make it work.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been a good fit.
And I think, didn't Brown coach LeBron?
I think he did at one time, yes.
Yeah, so yes. And that wasn't a very
So now once again the Yankees didn't address the catching issue, and they it's just
no, they're not gonna do the job. You keep I'm not laughing at you, I'm laughing with you. But I think you need to write a Yankee news brief, because I think you could get a real serious subscription. Because I know a whole bunch of Yankee fans feel the same way you do. Because I'm like, you really got to wonder, bruh, what are you doing?
Right.
Do you not see our nemesis on the West Coast killing it?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, I mean, they did get this infielder, Luis Garcia. He's a first baseman / second baseman, but he's another lefty. They don't need any more lefty hitters. The only thing different between him and the rest of the Yankees is he hits the ball.
Well, that's probably why they got him.
Oh yeah, that's definitely why they got him. How do you have more strikeouts in a game than you have hits?
Drafting, coaching, culture.
And your best hitter is hitting 250. He's the best hitter on the team.
That's crazy.
So, I mean, you got a catcher hitting 150. How is he in the majors? That's how low the bar is with the major leagues today. So, but that's another story for another day. But anyway, I mean, like the Dodgers, they're sitting atop the NL West. They stand to three-peat. And
I haven't heard anybody of any threat to them not repeating.
No, the only ones who have a shot are the Brewers and the Braves. Maybe.
Yes, that's a fair assessment. But
the Brewers definitely got the pitching.
Yeah, but see, the Dodgers got that. They got a machine going over there.
Yeah, they do.
And it's hard to beat a machine.
Nope.
And they all kind of look like they like playing with each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because they know how to put a team together.
You are correct.
So,
and
they have a lot of backing. That's the other thing. They have a lot of backing.
Oh, they're going to pay that money. Listen, I keep trying to tell people, George Steinbrenner Sr. is a legend. I'm going to pay you the money. but you got to perform.
Exactly.
And performance doesn't mean show up. Performance
Exactly.
means championships.
He would have got rid of this whole team.
Yeah, it's a different time. It's a different time. The hunger to be a champion is not like it used to be, Joe.
No, because it's like I've been saying. When Cashman comes out of his mouth and says, "Oh, once we get in the playoffs, it's a crapshoot." Yeah, well, you know what that does? That absolves them from any accountability
That's
when
all
they
it does.
crap the bed.
Yeah, that's all it does. Who talks like that?
Well,
Who thinks like that?
Well,
And
he
when
always
you hear
thinks
that as a
he's
player in the front office, or how committed are you? Because you make a lot of money now. How committed are you to really play hard?
Yeah.
Because you're just trying to get through the season, right? And hey, we make hey, hey. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
But you
it
know
is what
what?
it is.
Yeah. Well, don't get me started. Don't
I
get me
know.
started.
I
So,
know.
all right. So, screen to eyeball verification. What's going on with that?
I just want to let everybody know you're gonna hear more and more about this Steve platform, screen to eyeball verification
Mm-hmm.
engine. And simply, fans, it is this. Just like you, and the World Cup was kind of the big, huge demo of it, where you had all these screens all over the places and watch parties and sports bars and all these fans in the street and people showing the game on the side of buildings, all that stuff.
Right. Yeah.
Well, how traditional media is paid for is a guesstimate. Who's in the stadium? They've had no way to capture all the people outside, even in the parking lot. There's no system in place. So if you're a sponsor, you're kind of losing. You're losing money, right? Think about all those people who are watching the Knicks game, not only in New York, outside the Garden, in the different boroughs that you could have been marketing your products to.
Yeah.
You see how huge this is?
Yeah.
So this Steve platform is able to capture all those, not your personal information, but just be able to verify, yeah, this person is watching, this person is in this location, and they have a unique, way to track and communicate with the fan. It's really you're gonna hear more and more about it. It's a really, really, really unique way, and everybody wins. Everybody wins. And I was with somebody, talking about this, and they said, "Well, Barry, you know what? Did you see what happened with Ohio State?" I said, "No. What happened?" He said, "Ohio State just paid $17 million for over every season to put a patch on the Ohio State basketball team, with just the hope of some of their potential clients would see their name."
Right. Yeah.
Right. You see them on different, right? And I said, and they have no way to verify. They don't have anywhere to connect with those potentials. It's just throwing money and hopefully something sticks. And I said, wow. So he says, yeah, this Steve program, you imagine them being able to verify and dial in, who, what game they watch, what products to shoot to them. It's huge. It's huge. So you're going to hear more about it because I got to talk about that money.
Yeah.
That money, because we live in a different world, Joe. Matter of fact, Joe, watch how much you're going to start seeing old clips of stuff we grew up as kids on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
You notice?
Yeah.
Have you noticed that?
Yeah, you can get that stuff now. Yeah.
You notice that? You have to say this. I said to myself, why would they be showing Bear Bryant stuff? I mean, classic stuff we grew up as kids. And I said, because now that digital library is so valuable now.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's the legacy stuff. So there's layers to this, and we're going to talk about it and have more fun with it. But it's a fascinating time.
Yeah.
Fascinating time right now.
Speaking of crazy times, UEFA, which is the Union of European Football Associates.
Okay.
Well, president of the FIFA, the FIFA president Infantino, he proposed this. He had this proposal where he was going to sell 20% of the World Cup to private investors.
Yeah, private equity. Yeah.
Yeah, but UEFA stepped in and said, that's not happening.
Yeah.
And they pushed back hard on it. You know,
because they don't want the fan. These guys are so money hungry because the private equity situation, the venture capital situation, unless you got the right partners, they're just going to pimp the game. Right. And you kind of saw that what went down with Argentina. And then you're going to be messing with the loyal fans who love the purity of the game. If you lose the purity of the game, as Bud Selig, can't do it, he's in the grave, you're going to gut the sport. And you may not get it back.
Well, what they said was, if you go through with this, we're going to boycott the World Cup. And we're taking all of our buddies with us.
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you, I know I keep saying it. I think that is probably, we may have seen the last itineration of the World Cup. I think you're going to end up having nations, because it just makes sense. They've already got an Africa Cup, Latin America Cup. They need to have an Asia Cup, you know, and this is what's going to mess up the World Cup. They agreed, because people are going to be like, I don't know how to be loyal to you. You're doing all this stuff, Infantino. You're doing all this, shady political stuff. Nah, because you see how crazy these people are, right?
Oh, yeah.
Over their team. They ain't playing. So, and again, everybody having multiple World Cups just makes sense.
Well,
it really does, in my opinion.
Infantino backed down off of it, and so
I don't trust him.
So it's a dead issue.
Yeah, but I think what hopefully is that the body will realize he's not somebody who can be trusted.
Oh, they know that already.
Yeah, he's not somebody
they know
who can
that.
be trusted.
They've came out and said that.
Yeah, he's going to do what's in the best interest of him. And I think that is waking up people and saying, you know what? We better create our own World Cup.
Well, at any rate, we got to stop right there.
It can't be, Joe. It can't be.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I got to give some love to Italy, who shares some love with us. And USA, love you. I got to share some love with you. We're growing and growing and growing. Joe, I want to say this live to all our subscribers. We were going to do the website. We were going to do the landing page. But our IT team said it really didn't make much sense. Why not just tell the subscribers to email us whatever they want, questions they want us to read on air or live, and answer and read and call out their names. So all subscribers, if you aren't subscribed, subscribe and send us an email, and we'll read your question and shout you out all over the world.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll share the process, but subscribers, just subscribe if you're not subscribed, and just shoot us an email. So that's all I got for you tonight, Joe.
All right. So,
as we always say on Smarterfan podcast,
stay in the game.
Stay in the game, folks. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. See you next week, and we're going to have more and more and more stuff for you.
All right. Good night, folks.
Smarterfan.